Today we're going to look at two-step word problems. Now, when you do one-step word problems, you have to read carefully, but now we have two steps involved to get the final answer. So we really have to read carefully on this one. So let's look at see and show to get started. Some word problems take 2 steps to solve. Let's take a look at this example. Tim's class was having a pizza party. Now, there's nothing in here really that relates to math. It's just saying, kind of gives you an idea what's happening in the story part of it. So we don't need to do any underlining in that sentence. Tim brought 3 pizzas. Okay, in here, get my pen going. About forgot to get the pen on. Let's do it in orange today. Brought 3 pizzas. That means 3 came in. We need to know brought or went away. Jenny brought 2 pizzas. Brought 2 pizzas. The names of who brought them doesn't really matter, so I wouldn't underline that. The class ate 4 pizzas. 8 means they go away, don't they? 8, 4 pizzas. How many pizzas do they have left? That's what we want to find out, so that's what we need to circle. So the first thing we underlined was brought 3 pizzas, so that's where this 3 came from. And then brought 2 pizzas. That means that's how many's coming in. That's where the addition comes from. So 3 plus 2 equals 5. That tells us how many pizzas they had after they were all brought in. Then after that, time to eat, the class ate 4 of them. So you take your answer here and you put it as your first number here. And when they ate 4, that means 4 went away. That's subtraction. And then we do 5 minus 4 and we get 1. So they had 1 whole pizza left. So to be able to solve and find this out, you had to find out how many they got to begin with. So you had to add to get it, because 2 different people brought some in. Then when you find out how many the whole class had, then we take away how many they ate to see how many are left. So this is why it's a 2-step word problem. You had to solve this step first before you could even do this second step. So that's why we've got to read it very carefully and slowly to make sure we're on the right track. All right, so let's look at this number 1. It says solve each 2-step word problem. Marla bought 3 books on Monday and 5 books on Wednesday. All right, so bought means that she is adding to how many she's got. Bought 3 books and 5 books. Does it really matter what day it was? It kind of does, but I'm not going to underline it right now until I read a little bit more and see if I think I need to. She returned 4 books today. So when she returned 4 books, that means that takes away from what she has. How many books does Marla have now? That's what we need to find out. So that's our circle sentence here. So now we've got bought 3 and 5. 3 books on Monday and 5 books on Wednesday. Doesn't really matter the days really specifically, so that she bought 3 and 5. So that we need to find how many she's got. So that means we add the 3 and the 5. Now remember, when I'm doing this work on these problems on this page, you're to have your book out and doing it with me. So if you've not got it out yet, you need to get it out and be following along and doing this on yours. So when you do the other pages, you can go back and look at what you've done with me on this page to help you out later. So let's work together. What is 3 plus 5? Yes, and the answer is 8. Sorry, my 8 didn't do very well. So what we're going to take this 8 of how many she had and figure out the second part of the question was she returned 4 books today. So that means she takes 4 books back. So of the 8 she has, she's going to take 4 and return them. So how many does she have now? 8 minus 4. That's a doubles fact in the fact family. So 8 minus 4, she's got 4 books left. And I couldn't have got this correct if I hadn't have done this first step. Take that answer and use it as the first part in your second problem. 2 steps to get the right answer. All right, let's look at question number 2. Carla collected 6 leaves, but she lost 3 of them. Ooh. So collected 6 leaves. That means she's gaining them, getting them, adding them to her collection. But then she lost 3. That means taken away, doesn't it? Okay. She has 9 leaves at home. Has 9 leaves. How many leaves does Carla have in all? All right. So Carla's out collecting leaves at the moment in this story. But then she already has some leaves at home. And we want to know how many, once she finds those out there and takes them home, how many will she have? So let's take a look at our first 2 numbers. She collected 6, but she lost 3 of them. Let's do it over here. There's more room. So she collected 6. That means she gained 6. But when she lost them, that's taking it away. So 6 minus 3 is 3. Trying to not go over the word leaves. So I'm going to take that number and it be the first number in my next problem. Now I'm going to go to the next sentence. She has 9 leaves at home. So she already has 9. And we want to know how many leaves does she have in all when she takes those 3 she just found today and puts them with the 9 she already has at home. And that's adding, isn't it? So we're going to do adding of the 9 she already had. And when we put those 3 and 9 together, how many do we have? Or how many does Carla have? To be specific about it. And the answer is 12. So she has 12 leaves. And we could not have figured that out if we hadn't have done this first problem, took the answer, and made it into part of the second problem to get the final answer. So you just got to take your time when you're reading it, okay? Explain how to solve a 2-step word problem. So first, you look at the first 2 numbers and decide what kind of number sentence you need to do. Here we looked at the 6 and the 3, and we figured we needed to do a subtraction problem. Then we take that answer and move it to the first part of our second problem. Read what the third number tells us to do and do that as the second part of this second number sentence we make, and we get our final answer. It's a lot too involved with it, but take your time, step by step, and it should not be that hard for you. I really think you all have got it. So your homework is, on my own, you're going to solve each 2-step word problem. Now notice here, they've given you the spaces to put the information in, and then you label your answer. Don't forget the underlining. Oops, my pen went away when I went to a new page. Don't forget the underlining and the circling in the word problem too. Down here, they don't have these boxes for you, but you know to do 2 problems. And in this one, 2 problems. There's just 3 on this page. And then we also have to do page 90. And it's problem solving. And if you'll notice, you've got 3 numbers. So it's just problem solving. And it's 2-step solve. So just the same way. Show sentence number 1 and sentence number 2 and label your answers. Now let's take a look at the hot problem. Hot. We had a hot problem yesterday. It says write a 2-step word problem using this number sentences 8 plus 2 equals 10 and 10 minus 4 equals 6. So what they're doing here is it's the opposite. Here you were writing the 2 number sentences from the word problem. Here they're giving you the number sentence and you're going to write the word problem for it. So let me kind of model it for you. I'm going to change it. I'm going to say, I've got to find where it's going to let me write and still not go over other things. Let's say they showed me 3 plus 2 equals 5 instead of 8 plus 2 equals 10. And then they showed me 5 minus 1 equals 4 is my second problem instead of 10 minus 4 equals 6. So I might write a word problem saying, I had 3 cookies and my friend gave me 2 more. Then my sister ate 1 of them. That's this part. How many cookies do I have left? So I had 3 cookies. My friend gave me 2 more. But I don't tell you this answer. I say, then my sister ate 1 of them. That's where the 1 comes from. How many are left? So you're going to make a word problem here, write it out, but using these numbers instead of these, like I kind of did with the example. All right? So that is how you do 2-step word problems. Just take your time, because think about it. There's only 3 on this page, and then there's only 3 on this page. 3 plus 3 equals 6. Then you create your own word problem using these numbers. All right. Remember, we're here if you have any questions.